All right. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you, mate.
Another time around.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's different about, how does it feel different this time around?
We have more of a sense of the system. Like we know that press is coming up. We know the energy of a premiere, but it still scares you to a certain extent. I can't lie. It still makes you go, whew, okay.
Someone in the industry had told you before, you know, make sure you shore up your relationships, make sure you find the love of your life before the last movie is unleashed. And that didn't quite happen. You were on a date one time and someone said, so what do you do for a living?
Look, man, you lose one, and you win some, and it's just a working life of a man and of growth. So it is what it is.
Right.
I'm still 25.
You got time on your hands.
I think I've got a little bit of time. I'm getting there. I'm getting on.
I mean, look at how old I am. You could have lived 2 lifetimes by now if you were me, pretty much.
Lord.
So, what was the first time you were out and about and someone saw maybe some merchandise or a magazine on the shelf and said,
I can't remember. That I've really been blessed in terms of moving around. I think just sometimes people don't make the connection, or they don't watch Star Wars, or they just don't believe that a Star Wars character would be, in an off license at 2 a.m.
Are there any things you share in common with your character? Are there moments that your character makes a decision where you go, yeah, I do the same thing?
Pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. I think we all give ourselves too much, credit sometimes in terms of being a hero.
Right.
Whereas, I would definitely want to escape from an organization like the First Order, and I'd want to be with people that are much more. Yeah. I'd want to be with people that are much more cool.
I don't want to give away too much about the plot, but just in terms of look, are there some scenes that you shot and you thought, man, I can't wait to see this scene in The Last Jedi, and you saw it last night and it paid off?
I think definitely is the speeder sequence on that planet with the red crystals coming up the ground. That sequence is bad in a good way.
It sets the new standard for action sequences, I think.
It's incredible. You watch the screen like you're really moving through that. It just takes you through it, man. It's nice,
right.
Emotional.
What did Star Wars mean? I didn't ask this the last time around, but I always wanted to ask, were you geeked out about the last Star Wars? Were you a part of the cult before you got called into the cult?
My first reveal to Star Wars was the merchandise. I got a Darth Maul action figure with the double blades.
Right.
And after that, I just started getting into these comics and then the video games, Force Unleashed and all those things. And then I was a fan. So before then, I was already into it, and still now hasn't left me.
Do you still have that original action figure that you had that time around?
No, I don't. My mum put them in a box and threw them away.
Do you have cousins, friends, family members that you haven't heard of from years calling you trying to get merchandise now?
Yeah, there's no way they can get my number, bro.
They
can't track me like that.
You've got layers.
No.
Good to see you again.
All right. Good to see you, man.